Right now, he's known as the Greek Freak, and almost everybody learned how to pronounce his name, which is as long as his limbs. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning NBA MVP, has a signature shoe, and is one of the best-known players in the league. Here are the 10 facts that you might not know about Giannis. Playground in Greece. They say that luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. In Giannis' case, his opportunity came via Spiros Veleniatis, a basketball coach of a local team in Athens. Spiros was a frequent visitor on the playgrounds filled with immigrant kids, trying to find the ones who would play on his squad. When he saw Giannis on the playground with his brothers, he approached and tried to recruit him. Giannis rejected him and said he preferred to play soccer. Spiros insisted and offered that he would find steady jobs for his parents if Giannis and his brothers started playing basketball. At first, Giannis didn't like the sport and only played because his family had a constant stream of income. He even quit the team after the first year, still trying to play soccer. But coach saw immense talent in him and brought him back. And soon enough, the whole family saw that all the Antetokounmpo kids have a future in basketball after Giannis scored 50 points in his first teenage basketball game, and the rest is history. Giannis almost left the NBA during his rookie season. Giannis is a family man, and while he was an NBA player playing in his rookie season, his family was still stuck in the same poor neighborhood in Greece because their visa had been rejected 2 times. By the American law, if your visa is declined for the 3rd time, you can't apply anymore, so you're permanently forbidden to come to the country. 3 strikes and you're out, literally. Giannis told his agent that if his family gets denied for the 3rd time, that he would have to leave the NBA because he didn't want to live without them. He was alone and scared in the new country and surroundings, and wanted his family more than money and the fame of an NBA player. Thankfully, their visa got approved, moved to Milwaukee, and Giannis stayed in the league. His brother Thanasis is currently his teammate with the Bucks, while Kostas plays for the Lakers. Giannis and brother Thanasis had to serve in the Greek military for 3 months. In 2016, Giannis and his older brother Thanasis were obliged to fulfill a 3-month military duty, which is standard for Greek citizens living abroad. Because they're professional athletes, that time was cut for them to be able to fulfill their real duties towards basketball. It can be hard to be a soldier when you're 6'11", and they definitely don't need discipline, but at least they have a good picture for it. Giannis idolized Allen Iverson growing up. Not the game. Not the game. We're talking about practice. Oh, it was hard not to love Allen Iverson, a dynamo on the court with a killer crossover and the heart of a champion. Even though Giannis' crossover ain't quite there yet, he idolized Iverson when he first started playing basketball. The kind of fearlessness and love for the game that Iverson showed every night are present in Freak's game right now, and we can safely say that he got some of it from AI. Antetokounmpo's family didn't have cable, so Giannis used to pay $1 at the internet cafe so he could watch Iverson's highlights. He even wore the Answer's trademark cornrows for a while, like many other Iverson's fans worldwide. Giannis grew 2 inches after he was drafted. Measuring in the NBA used to be subjective to some free interpretation, most notably when Kevin Durant listed as 6'9", even though he was almost 7 feet tall. The same thing happened with Giannis, who was also a 6'11" guy, but was listed as 6'9". The only difference between the two is that KD told a false height because he didn't want to play power forward and bang with the stronger players. In Giannis' case, 6'9" was correct when he was measured prior to his rookie year, but since he was only 18 and still growing, he reached his current height as an NBA sophomore. Also, his frame has filled up significantly, and many hours in the gym really paid off. Giannis has put up 50 pounds of muscle since he first came into the league, which enabled him to physically overwhelm opponents and become almost impossible to stop when he gets ahead of steam. His hands are the 3rd largest in the history of the Combine behind only Shaq and Boban, and a part of the reason why he's called the Greek Freak. This is probably the other part. Giannis is from the same Nigerian tribe as Hakeem Olajuwon. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Even though they are not related, Giannis is from the same Nigerian tribe as Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the best NBA centers of all time. Both players hail from the Yoruba tribe, and Giannis' surname in native language means the crown has returned from overseas. If we are talking about the MVP crown, that's definitely the case, as both Giannis and Olajuwon are the only 2 players of Nigerian descent that have won the award. Hakeem's game more about finesse, while Giannis is more predicted on athleticism and brute force, but there are definitely some similarities between 2 MVPs, and we have seen Giannis try to copy some of Dream's moves. Giannis was stateless until he was 18 years old. Despite the fact that they are born of Nigerian parents, all Antetokounmpo brothers have Greek names. Giannis is proud of his Greek upbringing, loves to play for the national team, and is eager to talk with his countrymen in the native language. Giannis was born in Athens. However, he wasn't actually Greek until he was already planning a move to America to go to the 2013 NBA draft. He received citizenship only to prevent him from traveling to New York as a Nigerian. Until that moment, Giannis was stateless, considering he has never been to Nigeria and was denied of Greek citizenship and things such as national health care, work permits, etc. In recent years, African immigrants in Greece were often pushed to the brink of society, had trouble getting legal residency, and were often threatened to be deported. Now a national pride and treasure, Giannis was often discriminated against growing up in Greece, and him accepting and getting over this is another example of his humble and giving personality. Giannis sold goods on the street of Greece to help his family get by. Giannis and his family embody a rad to riches dream tale. Coming from Nigeria and not knowing the language, it was hard for the ʻAːntetə'ə:kuʊmpoʊ family to find steady jobs and feed 6 mouths. Young Giannis had to grow up quickly and fight for everything because the food on the table wasn't always a guarantee. Giannis and his brothers worked from an early age and sold DVDs and sunglasses on the streets of Athens to help their family survive. It's no wonder that Giannis was a lot more mature and developed more quickly than some of his NBA peers. His hunger was real, and even though he now can eat as much as he wants, the feeling remained. When you see Giannis dunking with ferocity trying to destroy the rim, it's that hunger that is instilled in him, and that drives him forward every day. Before basketball, he was undernourished and barely survived, and now he's on his way to sign the largest contract in NBA history if he accepts the Supermax from the Bucks. A real started from the bottom, now we're here success story for the Antetokounmpo family, who could have all 4 brothers playing in the NBA in a couple of years. During his rookie year, Giannis would sleep in the gym. Giannis was pretty raw when he came to America in more than one sense. His basketball skills were pretty unrefined back then, but so were his language skills and affinity for American culture. He wasn't in America to have fun. He was there to provide for his family, so he didn't bother making friends and going out. No cinema, no theater, basketball was all he knew. And similarly to Russell Westbrook, his best friend was Spalding. After practice, Giannis would simply stay at the gym and sleep there until the next practice, which tells you what kind of worker and a guy he is. He hated going home alone to an empty house and had a no-nonsense immigrant mentality. Giannis was picked up and brought to a game by a fan after he was seen running to the stadium. On that note, as he had no aspirations to live a lavish NBA lifestyle and spend money on anything he didn't need, rookie Giannis would send all his money back home to his family in Greece. In November of 2013, during his first month as an NBA player, Giannis had sent the last dime he had back home, which was a problem because he didn't have money for cab fare that would get him to the Bucks arena for the game. So Giannis put on his wind jacket and simply ran to the arena. Thankfully, a fan going to the game recognized him and offered him a ride in their small Honda Fit. Giannis accepted the uncomfortable ride, got to the arena in time, and left a lasting memory for the fan who probably didn't know they were giving a ride to the future NBA MVP.